G'day all, welcome back to Dad vs Son, our playthrough of Compass Games Combat Volume 2, and we're going on with turn 3 of Scenario 14, Defend the CP. So a couple of things straight up. Like I said in the write-up for the last video, I screwed up with the medic. He actually ran out in the open. He wasn't in there anymore. In there, so that's a screw up, and he's just going to evade back in there. So yeah, sorry about that. I also forgot to do Sergeant Perez's plan order. I rolled that up and he rolled a 9, so nothing happening there whatsoever. I also heard back from Cliff Franklin about sending these 2 dice to re-education camp. And he's quite logically told me that there's nothing wrong with the dice, it's just I'm rolling the 9s for the wrong side. And that's logical, but hurtful. But I'll get over it. So I brought them back, and there's nothing wrong with their political fervour whatsoever. It's just me being stupid. Okay, so what I've done is I've set up the orders for the Americans, and basically, again, everybody down here has an aimed order. I'm evading the medic back up into here. I've got an aimed order here for Private Temple, but Private Woodruff, I don't know why I took his low ammo off, but he's got a low ammo, so I'm going to reload him because they've both got a low ammo, and I didn't want them both going out of bang-bangs until needed. Again, aim fire all up here and all up here. And I've also removed all the red beads from everybody else except for the lieutenant, who still has a plan order. But the simple fact is that basically everybody's shot now, so of course they've been spotted. So again, apologies for that. What else? I've drawn my cards for the next initiative phase, and the card I'm using for Able Baker Charlie will give me a 28 for Charlie, a 30 for Baker, and a 36 for Able. And the card I pulled for the command team gives them a 4, which should be very, very handy. So the main thing to do now is to roll up and see if we get any more reinforcements for the Germans. So here we go. And we get a 6 this time, not a 9. And a 6 is, we're going to get 5 yellows and 5 whites. So I'll set them out, go through all the orders for those nasty Germans, and then we can come back and get into it. So 5 yellows and 5 whites. Won't be long, and then we can come back. So at the moment we have 37 out there. Was 40, but we've found 3 dummies so far. So we'll have 47 Germans out there now. There must be something in this abbey that they really, really want. Either that or they really, really hate us, one way or the other. So I'll see you soon. Righty-o. So all the orders are out. We've got some Germans charging us this time, and I think there's 3 of them charging us, 2 yellows and a white. So that'll be interesting. The initiative this time will be a yellow, command, red, Charlie, Baker, Able, blue, and white. So, yeah, I thought I had a pretty good chance until they pulled a 1 and a 7, which made life difficult. So, yellow first. I'll just come up here because we've still got this bloke up here. And he's got a run and gun 5-6. So he's going to run to here. Like that. And then we'll just pull back to get the rest of them. And I'll just move my butt around here. Okay, so we've got this guy charging. And he's going to charge into here. So he goes... he'll go 1 to there, so nobody can see him. We've got an evade 5-6. So this bloke's going to come to here. We've got a run and gun 6-5, so he's going to come to here. A run and gun 6, so he'll come up here. Let's do this bloke first. He's got a sprint 6, so he's simply going to go into there, and then he simply ducks back. There's nothing else he can do. Sprint 5-6. Sprint 6. Where did you go? Where did you go? Over there. Okay. So he's a duck back now. Okay. Evade 4-5, so he's going to come down this way. We've got a evade 6-5 here, so he's going to go, excuse me, up into these rocks here. This guy's an aim fire, will do nothing. And these two are both in here, and we have a sneak who does nothing, and an aim fire who does nothing, and then we have an evade 1-6 here, so he goes up there. I forgot that bloke, didn't I? Right up there. He is an evade 6, so he's going over there. Like that. And then we've got an aim fire here, and we've got another charge here. So he was, what is he, a 7. He's going to charge down here at Corporal Thomas, like that. Because that's the only bloke he can see at the moment. Right. Then our command group. So I've got all of that done. Okay. Command group. Let's see what they can do. Okay, so again, planning, nothing to do there. So we've got an aim fire on Staff Sergeant Barnes here. Now, let's work out what he can see and what he can do. So he could spot, already spotted, so he can't do anything there. He could try and spot this guy. So I'll just put a marker on him at the moment. Who else can he try and spot? Let's just have a look here. He can't see him. And he can't see him. He's spotted. He can't see him. He's spotted. He's spotted. That's all he can do by the looks of it. Oh, hang on. This guy up here is on a level 2. Okay, so let's just bring this down here. And he should be able to try and spot this guy as well. Okay, so he's a 5. We've got a run and gun here in the open at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's out of range, which means this one's out of range as well. So that was an exercise in futility. Right, next, let's have a look here. We've got Sergeant Elias with an aimed fire as well. Now, he has line of sight to him, but he's already spotted. He has line of sight to him, and he's not spotted. He can't see him. Okay, so this is the only bloke here that he can try and spot. Sure he's got it. Yep, okay. So we're at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab the chart for spotting. So we're at a range 6, which is a 0, and he is a 5. Yeah. So he's at 5. And we have a aim fire in the open is a 0. So 5 or less. Can I do this? Let's just hold it here for you. 5 or less. And he spots him. Okay. So what have we got here? Soldat Wolf with a rifle. Okay. So that's all he can do. And then we've got our machine gun team up here. Now, they can see this guy who's already spotted. They can see this guy who's already spotted. They can't see this guy. He's down in the depression there. They can't see anybody else. So they're both done as well. Well, it was a good drop onto there if I hadn't have moved that. Righto. Oops, I've just pushed all the white ones up. Let me get this right. Okay. So that's that, and we're over to reds up the top here. Okay. So just starting at the back, we've got a sneak, so he's not doing anything. Okay, we've got an evade 6-5, so this bloke's going to come down to here, like that. We've got a sprint 5, so he's actually going to go in there with him. We've got an evade 4-5, so he's going to come up around this way. An aim fire who's doing nothing. An evade 4-5, so he's going to come up this way as well. So they're all starting to split and fill in the gaps. Okay, we've got an aim fire here, so he's got nobody to spot and he can't shoot this time. Oops, sorry. And we've got a run and gun 6-5 here. So he's going to run down this way, heading in towards my machine gun. Right, that's all the reds done. Yeah. So we go on to Charlie. So we'll just pull this back to here. So I've got a Charlie here, Private Holland. Now he doesn't have anybody to spot. Everybody else is out of range, I believe. Yeah, I can't see any of that shit. Don't be a dickhead. And we've got Private
Douglas here as well. Now, he's already spotted. Can't see those guys because of the trees and crap and corruption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's out of range, even though he's up on the hill. So no, he can't see anything. Righto, moving over here. We have an aimed fire with Private Walsh, who's getting charged at the moment. Now, he can't... The only one he might be able to see. No, he can't. I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't see this guy, and this guy's out of range. So he's done. We've got Private Kowalski here with aimed fire, and he can see this guy, and he can already see this guy. They're already done. You can't see anybody else outside of this way. No, he can't see anybody else either. We've got aim fire here. Now, this is Corporal Thomas. So he can't shoot at anybody. This guy's already spotted. This guy's already spotted. He can try and spot this guy. He's in range. He's only a range of 3. They're all spotted. He can't spot him because of these trees here. Sorry. This guy here. These are all... He's out of range. These guys are all in the depressions, all behind the hills. So this is the only one he can do because he's up on the hill, and he's bold. So an 8 or less, okay. And we have a run and gun in the open. Open with a run and gun is a +2. So he's already 8. So we want 8 or less. Let's bring it over here so I can roll for you. 8 or less. Done. We've got a 2. So who is this guy? Please be a dummy. Be a dummy. Be a dummy. No, it's a soldier. Soldat Fuchs. Or Fuchs. Okay. Well, at least we spotted him. This is a target-rich environment. Okay. This one, Charlie, done. Righto. Our next guy is Private Temple here. Now, again... spotted, and can't see anybody else because of trees. So he's done. So that's Charlie done, and we go on to Baker. So again, we come up here, and we've got Private Johnson here, who's got nothing to spot. You can't shoot or anything else. Maybe I should have given some of these guys suppressive fire, but yeah, that's the way life goes. Okay, down here we've got Private Goldstein. Sorry, Goldstein. It is an EI. Okay, again, everybody's spotted, so he can't do anything. And then our other Baker here is Woodruff, who is reloading. And he's got nobody to spot either because they're all spotted that he can see. Which leaves Abel. And we have Sergeant Perez up here with aimed fire. Now, he can't see anybody or do anything either. So he's good. We've got Private Brubaker, who can't see anybody or spot anything. And we've got our little Private O'Connell who's evading back. Like that. And he can't be seen because he's inside the Abbey now. And he shouldn't have left to start with, but he got all too excited. So that is that. And we go to blue. over this way. Okay. We have an evade 5, which means he comes out here this time. He's joining up with the reds. We have an aim fire, so he can't do anything. We have a run and gun 5-6, so he comes up to the edge of the hill there. Level 2 hill. We have an aim fire, so he can't do anything. We have an aim fire there. This guy is evading down here into the rocks. So he's coming over to try and meet up with the whites. We have a run and gun 5-4. So he's heading up this way. We have an aim fire doing nothing. And we have an aimed fire doing nothing. And that leaves us with the whites down here. And again, with the glare, my apologies. Okay, everybody's spotted along here. So aim fire does nothing. Run and gun 6-5. So he's going to run up in here. So sorry. Run and gun 4. He's going to run there. So they're simply going to swap spots. He runs into there and he runs into there. So he's done and he's done. This bloke is hiding. This bloke is charging to here. This guy is a run and gun 1. So he's going to run along the hill this way. That can go, sorry. That was just my spotting marker for him. Sneaky's not doing anything this turn, or this impulse. We have a run and gun 4-5, so he's going to run down this way. We have a run and gun 5-6, so this bloke's going to run up to here. Like that. And this guy's going to run up there as well because he's a 6-1. So they're both done. Mr. Aimed Fire is doing nothing, along with this Mr. Aimed Fire and this Mr. Aimed Fire. And then we have an evade 6-5. So he's going to come up into the logs. Like that. And then we have a run and gun 5-4. So he's going to move up to the crest line there, like that. And that is the end of Impulse 1. Okay. So I think what we're going to do this time is we'll just do Impulse 1 and 2, and then I'll chop it there rather than make an extended sort of video like I did last time. Just to make it a bit easier for you all. Okay, so we're up to Impulse 2 now. And it is yellow first. So let's come up this way, like that. Okay. So this guy is run and gun. So can he gun anyone? Now, he can't gun there, and he can't gun there because of the orchard. So he ran 5, now he's going to run 6, which is back up here, and he's now in the depression. Okay, this guy is evading 6, so he goes up into the trees there. This guy is charging, so he goes 1 to there. This guy is a run and gun 6. He can't shoot at anybody, so he's going to run up there. This guy is a run and gun 6-5, so he's going to go 5 this time and come up on top of the hill. This guy is an evade 5-6, so he's going to follow up here. Duckback will be hiding. We have our charge comes down here. We have an evade 1-6, so he's going to go up this way this time. An aimed fire. Okay, so this guy can, so he's up in here, can shoot at Corporal Thomas. Okay, so he has a rifle, I believe. Yep. Weapon skill of 5 at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Range of 4 for his rifle is a 0 modifier. So we have 5, and he's shooting at an aimed fire in the outside of the abbey is a -3. So he's going to be a 0-2 to hit. However, he's also firing at a range greater than 2, so he's going to be a 0 to hit with nothing else. And he gets a 4, so no. Dipped out, sorry. Okie dokie. Next. That's a sneak 6. So he's going to sneak up into the rocks here. Aim fire's got nobody to shoot at. Sorry. Evade 6-5. So he's going to go from a rocks to rocks here. This guy is an aim fire. He's got nothing to shoot at. And this guy is an evade 4-5. So he's going to come up into the rocks there. Now that should be all of the yellows done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, that's all of them done. And we go to the command team. Right, command team, we need to do some damage here. No damage there because he's planning. Okay, so we've got our aim fire here from Staff Sergeant Barnes. Now, he can't shoot at him, can't shoot at him, can't shoot at him, can't shoot at him because he's out of range. Can't shoot at him because of the orchard. Can shoot at him. So he's going to shoot at this guy here. So Barnesy has got a machine pistol. He's got a grease gun. Okay. Now, he's at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a machine pistol, which is a 0. He has a 4 rating, and he's doing a run and gun in trees. So let me just... Run and gun in trees is a -2. Okay, so he's -2 for that. He's -2 for the firing range due to being night. So it's a 0 he needs with 3 bursts. Here we go. 1! Oh, a hit. So he's going to go up to bold. Do I have a bold I can stick on him? Sort of running out of bolds again. I'm going to nick it off this blue bloke here. He's a little bit further back and he's only aim firing, so he's not going anywhere this time. Okay. Oh, God almighty, trying to pick stuff up with cold fingers. Cold fingers. Okay. So Barnesy is now bold. Okay, so 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. On this little gentleman here. Okay, so the first
is a light wound. We'll stick the light wound on him. We can get rid of the run and gun. And we do his wound morale check. So they just wipe themselves out. So it's a 5. I suppose I better bring this back over here for you. That's better. 5 or less, and he fails. So he's going to go down 2. So he goes from bold to normal to cautious. Okay. And the second wound is... Oh! Killed him! Woohoo! Our first kill. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't usually use the KIA markers, but why not this time? Because there's going to be so many of them. I want to see where I killed them. So Schmitty is gone. That comes off. Light wound goes away. Cautious goes away. We've got 1 spare boldy, and that one goes away. Run and gun 4, 5. Done. Well done, that man. Now, he should actually go up to aggressive now because he got 2 hits on 0s. So he's aggressive. Righto, so he's done. Now... we've got Sergeant Elias here, who can see this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, he's an aimed fire in the open. And we've got this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who is a evade in the open. Open. Evade is a -1. And the other guy was, aim fire is a 0. So we may as well go for Mr. Aim Fire Man. Okay. So Elias is a 4. Shooting at this guy. Again, with a grease gun. It's a 0 for his range, but because of night, he's a -2. So he is a 0-2 with 3 bursts to hit this guy here. Okay, 0-2. Gets a 2, that's 1 hit. A miss. And a low ammo. Oh, I can't argue about that. And I can't bitch about that. Okay, so 1 hit. And it is a bad wound. Righto, so this guy here is no more aimed fire. He will be a duckback with a bad wound. He is bold at the moment. Duckback. So he is a 5, he is a 6. -3, so 0-3 for his wound morale check. And he goes down 3 levels. So he goes from bold to normal to cautious to shaken. Okay. So he is shaken and ducking back like that. Good man. Okay. That's that. And then we have our 2 guys here. So we've got the machine gunner and we've got his loader. Now, they can't see that guy because of the Abbey. They can see this guy. They can see that guy. What's he doing? Aimed fire again as well. So let's go for this guy over here with the machine gun to start with. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So with the 30 cal at a range of 4, it's a +1. So we have 4 + 1 is 5 minus 2 for the night is 0.3, and he is aim fire in the open, so it's 0.3 with 4 bursts. So first is a miss, second is a miss, third is a miss, and a hit. Okay. And the hit is a bad wound. So again, he's going to be ducking back. Bad wound. Bad wound. Ducking back, so we can get rid of that. Aimed fire, and we need to do his wound morale check. So he is a 7 plus 1 is 8 minus 3 is 4. Okay, 4 or less. He failed, so he goes down 2. So he goes from bold to normal to shaken. Cautious, I should say. Cautious. And he is now ducking back like that. So this guy has shot. And now we have this guy who will shoot at this guy here. 1, 2, 3. Now he is a 4. Minus 2 for the night. Range is a 2, and we have evade in the open. So it's a 0-1 with 1 shot. Oh, well done, that man. Well done. Okay. And he killed him. Oh, look at that. Eh? And that was Soldat Abbas. Righto. So, he shot. That's done. Those 2 go away. That gives me another bold counter. The evade 5 goes away. Like that. And the command group has finished. Whew. Sorry this is dragging out a bit. Red! Okay, we're going up the top now. I need to come up a bit further. There we go. Okay. Now, we've got a sneak 4-5. So he can sneak up to here. He's not going off anywhere. So he's done. We have an evade 4-5. So he's now coming up onto the hill here. Like that. We have an evade 4-5, so he's following him. We have an aim fire, but he's out of range of anything. We have a sprint 5, so he's going to go a 1, a 2 into the trees there. An evade 6-5, so he's just going to follow up. This guy's ducking back, he's now hiding. Like that. And this guy is a run and gun. Now you can't see these guys because of this little overhang here, see? So, can he gun anybody? And the answer is no. So he will run 5 this time, which puts him into the rocks. Now, he's run in there. He has to duck back because that's blocking, stopping terrain. Running gun 6-5, so he is now ducked back. I don't know why I had that in there. Okay, well,
that's that. Now that should be all the reds done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for dummies. Yes. Okay. And then we go on to Charlie. So we've got Mr. Charlie here. Private Holland. Now, again, he can't shoot there, he can't shoot over there, he can't shoot over there. He can shoot Mr. Sprintman because we're here to there. So he can see him at least. So we're going to just spot him, and then hopefully Johnson can take him out. So he's only got a 4. We're sprinting in trees. Oh, in fact, he should have done a TQ, I think, to see if he ducks back. So let's just do that first. He passed, so now he's keeping on going. Okay, so we are a 4 for Holland at a range of 3 for sprint in trees. Okay, so sprint in trees is a -1. Okay, so that's all we've got is 4 minus 1 is 3. 0, 3. No go. Okay, then we got Mr. Charlie here. Private Douglas, who's aimed fire. Now he can see him. He's been identified. We're going to shoot there. So he's a 5. We're shooting at range 2, so there's nothing about that, but he gets a +1. So we're shooting for 6 for duck back in rocks. Duck back in rocks is -3, so it's a 0, 3 for 1 shot. And he misses. Unlucky. Okay, that's Charlie. We've got Charlie here. We can come back down this way now. This is Private Walsh. He can't see this guy. He can't see this guy. He can't see this guy. He can't see that guy. He can't do anything. We've got Charlie here with Private Kowalski with his rifle. He's a 4. Can't shoot this charger. Can shoot this charger. Because we want to try and save the corporal here. So he's going to fire at this bloke here, which is Bauer, who is charging. So it's a range of 2, so there's no problem there. So he is a 4 at charge in the open. Is a +2, so he's a 6 to hit. Let me bring this down for you. Let's see if we can hit him. Oh, yes, and he becomes a bold little bugger. Look at that. Well done, Kowalski. Okay, so this little fella has been hit. And what's he been hit with? A light wound. Okay. So we'll put a light wound on him, which means he's also going to duck back. He's not going to be charging anymore. So he's currently bowled with a light wound, and he's going to duck back. Okay, so his wound morale check is a 7 - 1, so 6 or less. And he gets it, so he goes down 1 and he becomes normal. Okay, so he is a light wound. We can leave that there. And he is now ducking back, and we get rid of the charge. Okay. And that is Kowalski done. Next up is
Corporal Thomas. So he's going to try and blow this guy away. So Corporal Thomas is bold with aim fire and has a grease gun. So he's firing for 5. With a grease gun at range 1 is a +2. So he's firing for 7 at a charge in the open, which makes it 9. So 8 or less with 3 bursts. First is a hit. Second is a hit and he becomes aggressive. Excuse me. Third is a hit, and no, he's not becoming berserk. That's just silly. Okay, 3 hits. Wow. Okay, here we go. First hit is a bad wound. So we can forget about charging. We'll put his bold down here. He's a bad wound. And his wound morale check will be a 7 -3, so 4 or less. Oh, sorry, he was charging. So 8 -3. So 5 or less. And gets a 1, so he'll just go down to normal. Okay, and the second wound is another bad wound, and that kills him. So, no, it doesn't. It makes him awfully crook, though. Oh, no, 6. Yep, that kills him. I was thinking the wrong thing, sorry. He's dead. So we've killed another white one. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. Bad wound goes away, charge goes away again. Well done there, Mr. Aggressive Charlie Man. Okay. Next one is this little fella here, Private Temple, who has low ammo. He's firing a rifle for 5. Okay. Now, he can... I'm losing all my bits and pieces. I've got no idea. There it is. Okay. Now, he can see him to shoot. Now, this bloke is tough. Yeah, we need to shoot him. And he's aggressive. Okay, so he's firing for 5 at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's -2 straight up. So he's down to 3. And we have aimed fire in the open, which is a 0. So it's going to be a 0-3. I'm sure it was a rifle. Yes, 0-3. Can I bring that over a bit? No, and he missed. That was a bit of a pain. But at least he's not out of ammo. Now, that just leaves Abel's and Baker's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, so next is Baker. So let's come back up to the top here. And we've got Mr. Baker here. Johnson, who's going to shoot at Mr. Sprint here, because that's the only bloke. You can't spot him, though. It's not spotted. Okay, so he's just going to try and spot Mr. Sprint. So he is a 5 at range 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we have trees with Sprint is a 0. So a 5 or less. Oh, he gets a 0. Yes. Okay, who's Mr. Sprint here? That is Soldat Hahn,
He's not too bad, in fact. Okay, it's Baker done. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, next Baker we have is Goldstein here. Okay, now he can see this guy. He can see this guy with his light wound, who is ducking back. That's it. So a duck back in the open is a 0. An evade in the open is a +1. He's only evading 1/6. Okay, so he's not a worry at the moment. Let's get this guy and see if we can kill him. Okay, so Goldstein is a 4 with a BAR. In fact, let's go for this guy. It's a range of 2 for a BAR, which is a +1. So he's now a 5, and he has he's going to do 2 shots, 2 bursts. So range of 5. A firepower now of 5 for evade in the open is a +1. So we have a 0/6, 2 bursts. Righto, 0/6. Ah, there's 1 hit. And a low ammo. Okay. Low ammo for him. Okay. 0/6. Just give me a tick. Sorry about that. Just had to see she who must be obeyed off to work. Okay, so our little man evading here has a light wound. Righto, so again, a lighter wound, a duck-a-ma-duck. So we can get rid of that. He's currently bowled with a light wound. He's going to duck back. I can get rid of that. Evade. Evade 1 sucks. Okay, so his wound morale check is now 5, 6 -1 is 5 or less. And he fails, so he goes down 2. Okay, so he's going to go from bold to normal to cautious. Okay, bold to cautious. Okay, and he's going to duck back. And this bloke has his light wound and is ducking back. And that leaves us with 1 more Baker down here, who is reloading and doing nothing. Okay. And then we do able. We're evading. We're just going to go back up in there like that. Then we come up this way. We've got this able here who can't see anybody, can't spot anybody, can't do anything, I don't believe. No, this clips like that. I'm sure it clips. Yeah, it does. And then we've got Sergeant Perez here. Now, Sergeant Perez can see this guy now and shoot at him. And I think that's a worthwhile thing to do. So he's a 4 at range 1, 2, 3. So he's down to a 0-2. Again for sprint in trees. Trees sprinting is -2. So he's at a 0 with 3 bursts.
So let's just bring it down here so you can see the dice rolls. Okay. Zeros. Missed for 1. Missed for 2. Missed for 3. Okay. Perez is done. And we go on to blue. Okay. Let's come over this way. Shuffle stuff around. Okay. Blue. Okay, so this bloke we know is just going to duck back. And now he's hiding. So he is blah, 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 like that. This guy is a run and gun 5-6. Now, he's on a level 2 hill. So he can see him. He can see them. And he can see him. Now, this is fortified and this is fortified. So this is his best target, in all honesty. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For run and gun. Okay, so he's a 4 -2 for run and gun, -2 for range. So he needs a 0 to start with anyway, no matter what. I'll just hold this up here for you. And he misses. Righto. Where did I put that? Okay, we've got an aimed fire here. And he can fire back again into there at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is firing for 4 again, -2 for night time is 0, 2. But then we have an aimed fire in the outside of the abbey. Is a -3, so he needs a 0 again to start with. Can I get this here? Oh yeah, we'll do that. And he gets it. Okay, so he's going to become aggressive because he's... No, not yet. He hasn't hit. Okay, so what's he need now? He was -2, -3. I think he needs a 3. He got a 1. Righto, so I think he should become aggressive. I think he did pretty bloody well. There we go. And our little man here, Sergeant Elias, close call. Okay, let's do his morale check. So he is a 5, I believe. Yep, just a 5. 5 or less, and he passes, so... No name, no pack drill. We're good to go. Okie dokie. Down here, we are evading 6, 5. So we're going to go 5 this time. We're just going to follow up. We have an aim fire here, can't do anything. Aim fire here, can't do anything. Aim fire, can't do anything. We have a run and gun 5, 4. So he's going to run up here this time for 4. Like that. And that leaves white down the bottom here. Again, glare, apologies. Okay, we've got an aimed fire here. And this bloke is a 6. And he can fire into here. Can't fire into there. So he's going to fire into there. So let's see if he hits anybody to start with. He is a 6. Okay, can I get this up here? That's good, it's in frame. So he is a 6, and we have a reload and an aim fire. So he's going to be going for temple straight up. So we have an aimed fire in there. That's a -3, so he is a 3 or less to hit. Okay. Oh, he hits a smiley face. You bastard. Okay, and what did he do to Private Temple? Close call. Okay, now Temple is a 5. 5 or less. Passes, so no problems at all.
That bloke's done. Okay, we have a run and gun 6.5. Now, does he have a target? And he does, to here. So he doesn't need to run. So he's going to shoot at range 1, 2, 3, 4. So straight up, he's a 3. He needs a 0 to start with. And he didn't get it, so forget about it. This guy is just hiding. This guy is a run and gun 1. And he cannot see him because of this hill. But he can see over there. So again, he's going to go for the aim fiery stuff. So again, he needs a 0 to start with and doesn't get it. So he's done. We have a sneak 5-6. So he's going to sneak 5 up onto the hill. We have an evade 6-5. So he's going to go 5 this way. We have a run and gun 5-4. So he's going to go 4 this time and come back down to Mr. Aimfire, can't do anything. And he is Aimfire, can't do anything. Aimfire, can't do anything. Run and gun 6-1. So he's going to go, he doesn't have a target, so he's going to go 1. And run and gun 5-6 doesn't have a target, so he's going to go into the trees. And run and gun 4-5. He doesn't have a target, so he's going to go 5 this way, like that. Okay, so that's the end of the second impulse, and we'll call it quits there because we've gone over an hour. This is, let's just stand up. This is what it looks like overall, sort of thing. Okay, so they're really starting to crowd in, especially the yellows and the whites. Getting right in there, getting nasty and dangerous. But at least we stopped all the charges, bar 1 so far. So poor old Private Walsh, this time, is going to get charged by this guy. He's going to go right in there, 1-2. For the third, and there's not much we can do about it. There's going to become a melee. Okay, so again, if there's any mistakes, I apologise, but there's just so much to think about, and I'm trying to keep it nice and simple and go through it relatively slowly so I don't screw up too much. So take care, and I will see you for Impulse 3 on the next video. Bye for now.